My name is Paige Lincoln and welcome to my e-portfolio. I wanted to do an audio version of my story of a lifelong learner, so here we go into it. So one of the first slides I made was to kind of showcase my life, I guess. I just showed a lot of photos, just wanted you guys to be able to see everything going on, and I'm also going to be telling you about what specific goals I'm going to be talking about. So there will be 2 future personal goals, there will be 2 future academic goals, and 2 future career/professional goals. Okay, so going on to my personal goals. So my first personal goal would be to live a healthy lifestyle, which means going to the gym, starting a meal plan, eating healthy food, and developing a good sleeping plan. So the importance of this to me is that I could be more happy and feel more put together. And so the steps for this would be to create a schedule, meal plan like said above, and giving myself limits, like how much water I should drink in a day, how many times I should go to the gym in a week, and just things like that. And the resources, I would say, obviously like nutritionists, blogs, articles, and media all kind of go together because you can find motivation, gym workouts, recipes, a lot on there. And the obstacles, I would say, would be the biggest thing, laziness. A lot of times you don't really want to do anything, so you feel lazy and don't even try to start being healthy. It's a little easier to be unhealthy. There's obviously no motivation or work. Work can always get in the way, especially when you don't really have the time to go to the gym, or your work is not accessible to have a good meal, bring a good meal, heat up a meal. Yeah. And then the learning artifacts, I believe, that you could gain from getting this goal would be a nutrition plan and a schedule template, which shows you're able to be organized and create templates. And my second personal goal, I would say, would be presentation confidence, which means to improve my speaking ability, confidence, and lower any nervousness or doubt. So the importance of this to me would be for interviews. I want to improve my confidence in my interviews and management positions, which means that as a manager, you need to have the confidence to tell people what needs to be done, and you can't really be nervous when you're doing that because it may just kind of look bad. And then the steps would be to practice your presentations, group projects, and speaking to strangers. You never think it, but a lot of the confidence is because you don't know who you're talking to. So maybe by speaking to strangers, you are able to kind of get out of your shell and just be a little more confident. Then resources, I would say become like 314 or just become 214, like any classes, you know what I mean? Professors, job interviews, and more. Maybe even mock interviews, so they're good too. The obstacles, I would say, is nervousness, that can always stump your confidence. Stuttering, once you stutter, sometimes it's hard to go back. And then shaky voice, I struggle with that sometimes. I need to get better with my voice not being shaky when I'm nervous, because then everybody could tell. And then the learning artifacts I feel you would gain from this is presentations from your future classes or maybe classes you've already done, and projects. A lot of those you'll be able to add to your e-portfolio. Okay, moving on to my academic goals. So my first one would be making the Dean's List. So that would mean ending every semester with A's and B's to make the Dean's List. The importance of this to me would gain academic strength and be proud of myself. The steps would be to do all your assignments, study hard, and work hard to understand topics. Resources would be your classes, office hours, and even think tank. Obstacles, I believe, would be stress. One bad grade can affect your whole entire Dean's List, and work. Having too much work may make you a little stressed out and could affect your grade. And then learning artifacts, I believe, would be your projects, assignments, and homework. So my second academic goal would be to get my business management degree. So that means to complete my full 4 years by May 2027 and gain my business management degree. The importance of this to me is getting my degree, can start my career, and I can move on in life. Steps to complete this would be to complete all requirements, get good grades, and just show up to class. So resources for this, I believe, would be your professors, classes, and even the business program. And obstacles could be loss of motivation, stress, failing a class could put you behind, or just getting behind without failing a class. And learning artifacts, I believe, for this would be projects, assignments, homework, and presentations, very similar to your dean's list. Okay, lastly would be my career and professional goals. So my first goal would be to get an internship for the summer, which means to have an internship for the summer of 2026 to prepare me for my future career. The importance of this to me is having an internship will help me prepare for my future career and maybe even provide me with one. And then the steps for this would be to create my resume, cover letter, research, apply, and interview. And then the resources could be LinkedIn, Handshake, U of A, and the people around you. Having connections is everything. And then obstacles would be getting rejected, which could happen a lot, getting a non-paid internship, and yeah. And for the learning artifacts would be classes preparing me for careers. And then my second goal would be getting a job after graduation in 2027, which means I want to have a job lined up for me when I graduate in May 2027 to start my career. The importance of this would be having a job straight out of college will help me already gain experience and not be relentlessly job searching. And then steps would be create a resume, cover letter, research, apply, interview, and internships. Resources almost similar, LinkedIn, Handshake, internships, alumni, and Indeed. Obstacles could be getting rejected, relocating, bad pay, or going wild with no job. And then learning artifacts would be the same, classes preparing me for my careers. So thank you guys for watching my little audio version of my presentation. I tried to stay under the limits, so I'm hoping you guys understood everything I was trying to say, and thank you so much. Have a good day.